All right, you get the most formal study ball that I've ever done on this platform. I got my suit on, actually doing a lot of TV today. But we are going to continue to stay into this Monday night matchup between the Cowboys and the Bucs. Okay, so broke down the Bucs offense against the Dallas defense yesterday. Now we're going to take a look at the Dallas offense against the Tampa defense, going back to that week one matchup and things that you can pay attention to, things that Dallas has to do better, the things that Tampa is going to throw at them and that they're going to have answers for. So let's dive into the tape. Okay, so as we get going right here, this is the first thing that you want to pay attention to. All right, so the first thing is Ceedee Lamb is over here in the slot, and oftentimes they're going to keep him to the three receiver side. He likes to line up in the slot. So what I want you to watch for is how Tampa takes this backside safety right here and they push him, well, we say push him strong. So they're conscious that there's a three wide receiver set down here on the bottom. So a lot of times they will leave their corner matched up one-on-one on the backside and they will push everything strong to where the bigger concepts are. In this particular case, you'll see that Dallas actually has four guys to that side. So that often leads the defense to push to that side, leaving the one-on-one to the backside. But this is going to be a theme in this game. So you see, watch the backside safety turn his hips, go this direction, leaves the one-on-one back here. And that's something that the Cowboys are going to have to win if they're going to win this game. Here, nice job on the slant backside. Good throw by Dak. And we win that particular matchup. All right, you're going to see it again. Three receiver set down here on the bottom. Watch the backside safety. He opens as if he's going to go backside, but then what's he do? Then he pushes. Then he pushes. I'm going to give you the appearance that I'm going to go help on the backside, but then I'm going to push to the strong side. Here, Ceedee Lamb is coming over to this side. Dak needs to be really, really conscious of what that safety's doing. But again, leaves your one-on-one matchup here. Do they have the guys on the backside, especially away from Ceedee Lamb, that will win that one-on-one matchup? Okay, so you see here, conscious of the safety. So you peek the safety originally, got to make sure that he doesn't come back, comes back here. Now we get the throw in, but he's starting to come over and steal and challenge that throw. And it's going to be a theme. They did it numerous times in the game. Ceedee Lamb to the slot on the bottom. Safety drops down, but then watch him. He's going to look and turn to hunt things up. And I'm sure he's reading Dak's eyes a little bit, but use your eyes. What does it leave? It leaves the one-on-one back here. The matchups that we like is they push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys over here to the strong side. One-on-one on the backside. Got to win those matchups. And there you see it. Dak gets back there late, but there's the matchup that you like. You got your one-on-one. They missed that opportunity to the backside. Okay, 3 receivers to the top. You see we got a bunch set. Motion with Ceedee. What do? Look at the backside safety. He's dropped down. He's going to push. He's going to push. You're going to leave the backside one-on-one. So, Dak, if you got it, right, this is a go route, it looks like back here. Can you win the one-on-one matchups? This becomes a scramble and a miss right here. But the idea is, do we have some routes designed on the backside that we believe we can win on against man-to-man coverage? Because, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys over there against those 3 makes it really, really hard. Another thing that you can do when teams are pushing over is you can try to overset to the top here, but then bring multiple guys back to this side in hopes of taking advantage of them trying to push to the front side. So something to just pay attention to, right? They're trying to do it here, not doing it on the right levels or not being able to attack it. So they got that covered. They got the shallow covered right there. This is where they have to win in these matchups. All right, we go from there, from that push. All right. See it once again. They're going to do it again here, down, and he's going to push. So you got your one-on-one back there if you like it. but it's being able to get the ball out quick against pressure, okay? So that's the other thing that we want to look at is Tampa likes to bring a lot of different pressure. So here it's just going to be a 5-man. These 4, and they're going to bring the linebacker right here. We got to be able to meet pressure. So they avoid the middle a little bit. Okay, we carry, replace that middle. Nice job right there, winning against pressure. Showing that one because there wasn't many times where they won against pressure. Another look right here, going to bring 5 guys. 5 guys, there's your one-on-one matchup. Okay, I like it. Like the play call. Got to win. Got to win Ceedee. Got to make that throw. We got to be successful against pressure in those one-on-one matchups. They missed the opportunity right there for a play. And this was kind of a theme in this game. Against pressure, they didn't handle it really, really well. Motion down. Here comes the pressure again. Okay, so in this particular case, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 guys down. So those are who the offensive line is going to take. The back is going to step up and take the linebacker to his side. But here's what Tampa does. They love the zone pressures. So what they do in this particular case is they're going to bring this other backer here, and then they're going to bounce this defensive end out. So what we need to do as an offensive line is we need to take this offensive tackle and guard to the top, and we've got to set this a little bit deeper, and we've got to be ready to squeeze. Okay, so we got to be ready to squeeze. All right, so they do a nice job. Tackle picks up the defensive tackle coming out. Offensive guard sets inside to pick up this linebacker right here. The only problem is the back and the guard go to the same guy. They can't get around and get to the other loop and backer. And then you see on the back end, what are we going to do on the back end? Okay, so on the back end, we've got a return route and then a corner route over the top of it. So as we come back here, we think we've got to throw it quickly, but we've got to come out, get our eyes on the corner right here. Corner, squats on that. Got to be ready to go up over the top to the corner route. And again, pressure coming, lots of stuff going on, leads to a sack, right? Defense getting excited. Pressure. Who wins the pressure battle in this game? Here they come again. Here they come again. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got the 2 linebackers. So we got to watch the back. Where's the back going? Okay, the back is stepping up to take this linebacker right here. So how should this be blocked if he's doing that? Okay, we should go here to the defensive end, defensive tackle, okay, offensive line this way. So the center should be taking that linebacker. The back takes this linebacker. We should have all of this picked up in this particular look. I don't know what this this left tackle is doing as he's squeezing down. He leaves the defensive end coming free here with a simple 6-man pressure. Dak, don't win. You got to get the ball out of your hands right here. You got to let it go. Got to let it go and throw it to a spot to the outside. If you're going to choose that side, let it go. Can't hesitate. Ball's got to be out of your hands, but he pulls it down, leads to another sack because of a protection issue up front. Tampa won the pressure battle in this game. It's going to be key again on Monday night. Here we go again. Bring the pressure. Bring the pressure. We got to win. Okay, so Ceedee Lamb has a choice route right here. Okay, what's that mean? I tweeted about this the other day. It means he's got the ability to go inside or outside based on what he sees. Now, this is hard for a quarterback because right here, look at Dak. Dak turns and sets. He's expecting Ceedee Lamb to break outside. Okay, so we got pressure. They're forcing me to throw the ball a little bit quicker than I want. I'm expecting him to go outside. I'm almost ready to throw it. I mean, the ball's almost ready to come out of my hand, and now I've got to pull it down and try to reset and throw it back to the inside. A lot of people are going to put this on Dak and say, Dak, you got to make that throw. And Dak does have to make the throw. The problem with choice routes is that we leave it up to the wide receiver, and if we don't see it the same way, which we don't right here, it leads to hesitation. It leads to a miss in a big-time opportunity where we've got to be able to beat the pressure, chalk another one up to Tampa's defense. All right, with that, you're going to see a lot of this, okay? The pressure is going to come. you're going to see the linebackers walked up. Okay, this is what we call mug. Okay, so these linebackers are mugging the A-gaps. The A-gaps are the gaps between the center and the guard. Okay, so we've got two A-gaps, one to the left of the center, one to the right. We're going to mug that, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to force offensive linemen to have to step to us to protect us. Okay, so I'm actually going to go to the end zone copy here. I'm going to fast forward through this. Just want to talk you through this, okay? So here we go. There's the A-gaps, okay? A-gap. A-gap, okay? So linebackers are up. They're mugging. All right, so we've got our back. You see our back to this side. So he's stepping up there. That means his responsibility is going to be Devin White right here in that A-gap. It means we're going here and here. And now what it does is it forces the offensive line to have to step to these guys in the A-gap. Center steps there. Guard goes there. Tackle goes there. That's how we're going to protect this six-man look. But you get guys walked up. If guys get confused at all, you get free runners to your quarterback from the inside, or we're hoping to get somebody to step the wrong direction. But we're forcing the issue here because we're putting six guys up. Okay, let's just watch the protection first. All right, so they walk up. Then they're going to bounce both of these guys out, which is something they'll do. They'll bring both of those guys. They'll bring one of those guys. They'll bounce both of those guys out just to keep those guys up front thinking, and it simply becomes a four-man protection right here against Dak. Okay, but that becomes the other part of it. When they run out of their zone dogs, okay, a lot of times they'll run back to a cover two look, which we'll look at in a second. The other thing that they'll do is they'll drop a safety down into a one high look, but we got to be able to beat this, especially if they want to walk up. These guys walk up, they're in a little bit of a bind as they're running out to their position, so a lot of times we like to hit the defense quick when they do this. Nice job right here, right? They run out of it. See again, see the overplay? Want to overplay to the three receiver side. What's that leave? One-on-one, and it leaves options to the backside off of one defender. So something to think about, no matter whether they're running out or just playing coverage. If they're going to push it, there's where we can overload the backside at times. But nice job right here as they're running out of it. They run out, get a little extra depth. Nice job getting that ball underneath by Dak Prescott. Here we go again. Double mug. They're running out of it. Okay, so now it looks like they're dropping down. They're playing some kind of man coverage. Looks like it across the board. On the snap, what do we get? Running back to two, running back to two, running back. He's running back to the middle. We're playing two. These corners are playing hard up. So you got to be ready to have answers for this. I have to have an answer for man. If they bring pressure right here, I got to handle it. I got to know where my man answer is if they're going to do that. While at the same time, if they want to run out of it, I got to know what my cover two answer is. And it's a big thing for these guys to have to get out. Okay, so they step up there, okay, man coverage or pressure, I've got to be up there to block. Okay, now they run out to two, I got to be ready to get out. So what we do right here is we run a dig combination here, and I need my back to get underneath this. I need my tight end here to get out underneath this if they go to cover two, because otherwise, right, Dak's got nothing. Drop, 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 I need him. I need him here to get my high-low off of the dig to the outside and my check down right there. Got to get out. Got to understand the sense of urgency when they run out of this and back to a zone so you don't make it tough on your quarterback. Negative play right there, which should have been an easy completion. Here we go. We got the mug again. All right. Running out of the mug. Nice. These guys run out of the mug. Okay, actually bring one of them. So they have five-man pressure, but they run out of it. A lot of times, again, they're in bad positions because they're trying to cover a lot of ground. They're trying to just run out of there. Good play concept here where we end up getting a high-low to the outside off of one defender. Able to pick up the five-man protection. Nice delivery there by Dak. Getting a nice big play right there. So you got to be able to attack them when they want to mug and try to run out of there and hit those open holes that they leave. Okay, we saw them run out of there to cover two because that's one of their main coverages that they like to play on the back end. They're going to rotate to 2 here, what we call Tampa 2. So this Mike backer running down through the middle of the field. And then the key to Tampa 2, and it's funny because there's Tampa Bucs, and when they were running it back in the day, Rondé Barber, Derek Brooks were 2 of the best, I shouldn't say 2 of the best, the 2 best in the business at running this Tampa 2, because it's about instincts. It's about reading the quarterback. It's about understanding concepts by the offense, because you know in Tampa 2, if your Mike backer is running down through the deep middle of the field, you void this whole area here. So these outside backers had to cheat this. They had to cheat to help play the Mike linebacker responsibility and play their hook responsibility. So the reading of the quarterback and the reading of the routes was so key. So again, watch these 2 guys. See how they're both kind of midlining their responsibility and the Mike linebacker's responsibility. They're reading the quarterback's eyes. Which way do his eyes go? Okay? Dak does a nice job right here. His eyes are going left. Now, if his eyes go left, he's got a hook right here. He's got a chance to throw that hook. If this outside linebacker squeezes, he would have to work to the outside. By the same token, his eyes go left, his backside backer starts to squeeze over and take away the middle, because they know that's the weakest area of this defense. And so Dak does a nice job of using his eyes right here and pulling this defender inside, and then getting his 2-on-1 back here with the 7 stop off of this cornerback. Good job using his eyes. Going to be key in this game to be efficient with your eyes, to be on time with your throws, and to find those windows that they leave on defense. All right, wanted to throw this one in as well, because what you see late in this game is that Tampa goes back to their cover 2, okay? Actually more of a 2-man right here, but they start to take away the inside of the field, okay? Dallas loves to throw the ball inside. Love to have Ceedee Lamb in the slot, so he's not in those outside positions to win the one-on-one battles on the outside that we talked about earlier. So let's take away the inside. Let's force them to throw outside breaking routes or one-on-one routes on the outside and show us that they've got somebody that can beat us. Will they put Ceedee Lamb out there to the outside? Do they have another guy that can win those battles? Because Dallas likes to attack inside, just like they are right here on the double slants. They're squatting inside. No real place for Dak to throw it, along with the pressure coming. And we missed the throw right there. Okay, last thing I want you to watch is I want you to watch these 2 linebackers. Okay, the speed of these guys, these linebackers in zone coverage. Okay, so we come back here. You got to be on time with your throws. All right, so we got to get back and let this thing go. So there's a bit of a window here, trying to throw this big in. Okay, so you have to be on time. Not sure, this Levante David, I think, right here. But he's coming back to play his zone, and he works all the way through this and gets his hands on the big end. Right there, right there. Almost an interception. Just great coverage because he's athletic, covers a lot of ground. He's got a great feel. Almost an interception there for the defense. So something you got to pay attention to is these linebackers. Okay? Very, very good. Okay, here we're going to come off the play action. Come off the play action, we're going to try to throw an in or a skinny post on the backside. Watch again the discipline of these linebackers. Off the play action, right? They're holding, they're using their eyes, they're reading, but you see, neither one of them come flying up. They don't bite on the run fake. Now they're in great position. They force Dak to hold this ball a little bit longer. On these throws, you want to hit that right away. They force him. David forces him again to hold the football, which allows Dean to be able to drive on this because he's got to hit it a little bit later than he wants to. Boom, knocks the football away. Linebackers are key in this offense. In this defense, going to be key for this offense. And here's one more look at it. Okay, so we're going to come down here and we're going to run a flat and a hook to this side. So when we run that, we say, if we're going to go to this side, we've got basically two guys underneath, right? See that? One guy, two guy underneath. So we're going to get a quick read on the flat. And if we're going to do this, we've got to beat that inside linebacker with the second throw. Again, boom, speed. Devin White in this case reads, reacts, has the ball in both hands, maybe a pick six right there. But you got to pay attention to the speed of the linebackers and understand what you can do and what you can't do against that. So right here, right, they've got a three-man concept to the top, the two-man concept to the bottom. So what we say is, right, 1, 2 defenders underneath to the bottom side, 1, 2 defenders to the top side. So if I don't think I can beat Devin White with this quick hook throw, I want to go back to the other side where I've got a numbers advantage, and you see it. There's a numbers advantage. He goes out, he stays in, this guy's open, so I don't have to worry about beating these speedy linebackers with the throw. If we went 3 guys to the top and they push those 3 linebackers over to the top, that's when we really like this, so I don't have to worry about the speed of the linebackers being an issue. But again, something to pay attention to. The speed and athleticism and instincts of these linebackers will be integral in this game. All right, so there you go. There's a number of keys there to look for on Monday night. Those are things that I'm keying on. Ceedee Lamb has really become that number 1 receiver down the stretch. Has been great for the Dallas Cowboys, but they like to put him in the slot. So he doesn't get that one-on-one matchup on the backside. If I'm Tampa, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to push to Ceedee Lamb. I'm going to push to their 3-man concepts, and I'm going to force somebody to beat me on the backside. Who is that? T.Y Hilton has made some big plays for him. Can he come in and be that guy? Gallup, is he a guy that can win those battles on the backside? But they've got to have somebody win those battles. Dak's got to be able to see that push and be able to get backside on time. And then the pressure game. That is what Todd Bowles wants to do. He wants to bring pressure. He wants to fake pressure. He wants to pop out of there. He wants to fool you by showing you one thing and giving you something else. That will be a key in this game without a doubt. And then I'm going to have my eyes on those linebackers, right? Can Dallas run the football against those linebackers? Can they throw the football? Do those guys get their hands on footballs and make it tough on Dak Prescott as we saw he did in the first game? That will go a long way. Even though Dallas has the better record, that will go a long way in helping the home team, the division-winning team in the Tampa Bay Bucs, to move on, because we know even in this game, the offense has struggled all year long to put a lot of points on the board. Only 19 points in this game, but the defense only gave up 3. That will be key for the Tampa Bay Bucs to advance, or you flip it, that'll be key if Dallas wants to advance. They're going to have to find ways to generate big plays and score points down in Tampa.